Hey everybody, welcome to Kame House Party. I'm Vince.
I'm Aaron.
And this is the podcast where we watch every iteration and episode of Dragon Ball, and then we come together and we talk about it on this here podcast for your enjoyment. We do, a little bit of improv in there. There's some bits, some skits. We try to make it as fun as possible for you, the listener. That's right. Oh yeah. And we got a good old episode coming to you today. But before we do that, we got to get into something called Kame Housekeeping, where we do a little bit of the admin work up top to get people who aren't familiar with the podcast. If you're new, hi, welcome. We're cool. We got a cool crew.
Yeah, there's drinks in the fridge. Make yourself at home.
Come on in. Everybody will be here soon. You just get acclimated.
Yeah, you're the first.
You know
you're the
what I mean?
First one.
We're gonna go over house rules, Kame Housekeeping, and that first part of Kame Housekeeping is the infamous and famous 1 minute roundup.
I'm gonna shoot you.
Wait, what?
In the butt.
You're gonna shoot me in the butt? Is it
My
because
gun is aimed at your left cheek? Go on. What were you saying?
Oh, well, I was just going to say, is it because I kept humming that tune, that classic Western tune while we were riding?
You know that was me and Martha's wedding song.
And you know I took Martha as my own after
Yep.
after y'all got hitched. I came into your house, I pistol whipped you, put your face down in the dirt, and I stole your wife.
No. Oh, God. Vince, you monster.
Oh, and that's the end of the way. Hold on. And
see.
that is the end of the 1 minute roundup. We do that to limber up our improv muscles. And the way that ends is the first one of us that breaks, aka laughs. That's how it ends. And that leads into the 1 minute roundup itself, which is where it's Aaron's turn.
I know, it's been so long.
Aaron has 1 minute to summarize everything that has happened in Dragon Ball up until this moment. We are over 100 episodes in at this point, so Aaron's got his work cut out for him. And we do this so you don't have to go back and listen to every episode or watch every episode of Dragon Ball to catch up. But, listen to this 1 minute roundup, and then we'll talk about what you can do after that, okay? All right. Aaron, whenever you're ready. As you
all right, well,
graciously
never,
told me. Hey, no. Get your little buns back here.
All right.
Get your little buns back.
I think this is going to be a bun-heavy episode.
I think so, too. Brioche.
Ciabatta.
Ooh.
It took a second to remember.
Pretzel.
Like, what's a funny... All right, real quick. What are the funny bun names? Clearly brioche, ciabatta, pretzel's pretty good. Bao bun.
Bao bun. I mean,
That's
sesame
fun to
seed.
say.
Sesame seed is fun to say.
I guess.
All right.
We don't have to agree on everything.
This is true. I often forget. We are
rare.
usually one mind.
Yeah, it's just rare. All right, that's I think 4 is good.
Yeah.
Enjoy. There you go. And use it in your little bits.
Enough stalling.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. Dragon Ball is about the search in general for 7 magic crystals that if you collect them all, you get any wish you want. It stars Goku, a little monkey boy who loves karate, who found his friend, air quotes, Bulma, when she tried to kill him, and they went on an adventure to find those balls. But instead, they stopped a mad little short guy named Pilaf from taking over the world with the magic Dragon Balls. Then Goku trained with Master Roshi, his master, of course, and Krillin, his boy, for the Tenkaichi tournament, which he got second place in. Then he went off to find one of the Dragon Balls because it's a memento of his grandfather by defeating the Red Ribbon Army. Then he, when he finally did all that nonsense, he trained some more for a couple of years and went into another Tenkaichi tournament where he again Goku loves second place. He got it twice. But now what's going on is that Krillin got murdered by a demon. Goku is off to get revenge. There's a King Piccolo who's going to take over the world, and now he's fighting a chunky boy?
Nice.
Yeah.
So, Thank you, Aaron. We don't say thank you enough on this podcast. So, Aaron, thank you. But
You're very welcome.
if you are a new listener or if you're coming back to the podcast after a little bit of hiatus, you're like, wait, what? What are all those things he's referencing? And why is he talking about a pilaf? And is there rice involved? No, dummy. But
We were nice. God, we're to that. It's that reverse Sour Patch Kid.
oh yeah, first I'm sweet, then I'm sour as hell. So if there's still something left to be desired after Aaron's excellent summation of Dragon Ball in that 1 minute, we encourage you to go back and check out some of the old episodes. I mean, we got special guests back there. Like on our 100th episode, we got a bunch of special guests. We've done some crossover eps in the past, so go back and check those out. Listen to some funny stuff and some old references and all that jazz. But now we got to get into the second and final piece of Kame housekeeping. If you're new to the podcast, or if you just keep forgetting, if you get that anime amnesia, you got Aaron and I. We watched two different versions of the show. I watched the English dubbed version, and Aaron watches the Japanese language English subtitled version. And we do that because there are funny things, interesting things that are lost in translation. I can't believe I finally said it. But things that are, changed for context for the American audience versus the Japanese audience, or the Western versus the Eastern connotation of certain things, usually adds to the compare and contrast nature of some of the things that we talk about in the podcast. But the first thing that is usually different is the title. And Aaron, I think I'd like you to give us your title for this episode, if you would be so kind.
I can do that. Episode 105 of Dragon Ball. Enter Yajirobe, the strange boy.
I like that.
This.
I like that. And then my episode title for episode 105 of Dragon Ball. Here comes Yajirobe.
But he's there.
Okay.
But he's already there. I'm just saying.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
And as the English dubbed title, you think they'd have a better command of the language they supposedly know?
It should have been new rival Yajirobe, or look at Yajirobe.
Murder cannibal Yajirobe. Ooh,
that had a nicer ring to it than anything else I said.
Murder cannibal, yeah.
Yeah.
Put that in all the headlines.
This episode picks up again right where the last one left off. Goku's being confronted by another mountain boy. Turns out this boy is Yajirobe, and they're having a bit of a tiff about who each other are, why they're there, and who stole whose breakfast.
Who is a thief?
Who's the thief and who's the liar?
Yeah.
It's a lot like the American political spectrum right now. Boom! Topical.
Ooh, topical as fuck. Goku's on the wrong side of history here. Goku is wrong up and down.
He really
at the very
is.
beginning of this episode. He assumes again that it was ground fish created by the gods, or
To feed his aching belly.
Yeah. Yajirobe says, quote, "How dare you go and eat it right when I was about to?"
Oh, okay. Goku says to Yajirobe, if it's your fish, then prove it.
Oh my God.
It's like
Goku.
the balls on this guy.
The no, the burden of proof is not on the victim.
Exactly. Goku's victim blaming Yajirobe right now. And I don't think I like it.
We could steer into a certain direction, but we won't. We're not going to take that offer.
No.
Instead, I will say that
We've got lane departure warning. Let's stay in it.
Plus, that's a toll road. We can't afford. We can't afford that.
I don't have Easy Pass.
I don't have cash.
Oh, no. And I am not paying the trucker fare. No way.
No, I'm not filling out a form so I can mail it later.
Toll roads. Get over yourself.
Take cards.
Yeah, toll roads. Let me
Yeah.
Apple Pay.
Vince specifically let him Apple Pay.
I don't even have an Apple device. I'm just trolling.
So the misunderstanding, to use the old comedy terms, the situation heightens when Goku sees the Dragon Ball that is around Yajirobe's neck. He thinks it's a 4-star ball when it's, I don't know, clearly fucking not.
That's what I was going to ask you if in your version of the episode, they had the same disagreements or they had the same misunderstanding, because I assumed that it was just like a weird dubbing thing that they wanted to force in there or something like that. Because I was like, how could Goku not recognize the 1-star ball from the 4-star ball?
No, he is, I guess, blinded by anger. He just assumes he's with Tambourine.
Yeah, which is also a weird thing to assume.
Just he was so close. He came so far.
Yeah.
And just one friend death, and everything he's learned goes out the window.
This is true.
Yajirobe does the classic sumo stomp,
Oh, yeah.
which causes literal earthquakes.
I was very surprised by that. And I mean, Yajirobe is he's pretty much a staple in the Dragon Ball universe. So this is a really interesting introduction because he's still a young man, a young boy, as it were. I couldn't remember if Yajirobe was actually that strong or if that was just like an effect that they were doing. But it turns out when they start to clash, Yajirobe, he's pretty into it.
He keeps pretty up, even though he does get slammed into a mountain.
And can I say, I've got Goku's, what did Goku say to Yajirobe after you slammed him into that?
Oh,
into that
I don't
mountain?
know. You tell me.
In mine, he said, well, have a nice nap. And I was
Jesus.
like, what? That's what a murderer would say.
Yeah. Enjoy your dirt nap is what I meant.
And then, like he just goes, my foot's stronger. Have a nice nap.
Yeah, Yajirobe, he's fine.
Yeah.
He takes no naps.
He takes no naps, but he does acknowledge that what does he say? He says, that's the hardest I've ever been hit in my entire life. What is this guy made out of? Stone?
Yeah, nothing. No memorable dialogue for me, at least.
Yeah, this is, I think, a symptom of the dubbed version is they kind of just add a lot of extra dialogue to make everybody quippy and give them a little bit more personality.
Yeah,
Everybody's got something to say, even if they shouldn't.
Look, I don't know if you've been in a room with a bunch of comedians.
Oh, boy.
It's fun, but boy, oh boy, is it a lot sometimes.
It can be literally exhausting. The amount of it's like if a verbosity slider was just turned all the way up on Peter Parker, but there are a bunch of Peter Parkers.
Imagine, that meme of Spider-Man pointing at himself.
Yes.
It's just that, but like times 10.
Yeah. Spider-Man times 10. I think it's also important to note, like, as we were learning about Yajirobe, Goku said he kicked him as hard as he could and he got back up. So that's telling you how strong this Yajirobe cat really is.
That's a full stomach Goku, which is, as we all know, the strongest Goku.
Strongest Goku there is. Stronger than Yui Goku, for sure.
So let's leave them for a bit so they can suss it out. We see Tambourine flying. He's just going through all the people he's murdered through the roster.
He really is. And it's very like, got him. And, he was not worth my time. I can't believe I actually had to kill this one.
Ugly. crap, double crap.
4, 3, 6.
Hey, welcome to my channel. It's your boy Tambourine. We're gonna do a fuck, marry, kill with the Tenkaichi tournament.
Man, let's start with Man Wolf. Definitely fuck.
Give me those hairy buns. Those hairy ciabattas.
I'm going to kill King Choppa. And
Don't like his hair.
Yeah,
Not a fan of it.
Not a fan of the fro.
Bro.
No fro, bro, for Tamburino. And then I'm going to marry Nam, but only after he's dead.
I heard what he did the tournament for, and I'm very impressed by that.
Very kind.
All right, smash that bell.
Don't forget to smash that like button just like I smashed in Bacterian's brains.
Who else should I murder? Leave a comment.
And scene.
Yeah, that's pretty much what he's doing. And as well as littering.
He is flying over the ocean
like,
and just
I don't need
adding
this.
to the Pacific, what is it, garbage island?
He comes to Roshi and Tien and Yamcha. He's got pictures of them. He's like, who should I kill next? But he doesn't make a decision.
We're left in the dark as to where Tambourine will strike next. But we get some clarity on what the old ball squad's up to. Roshi and company are dropping off the weak and feeble on an island where they should be safe.
Yeah. Yamcha's on like, I wish I could go with my stupid broken leg.
and then this is what kind of took me aback. Was like Roshi was like started off kind. He was like, no, Yamcha, like just hang out here, get some rest. And I was like, oh, okay. Like he wants him to like get some rest. He's gonna ask him to come join him when he's better. And then he's like, because if we fail, then you're all that's left. I was like, what?
Yeah, Yamcha does not like this news at all.
No, he doesn't. He's like, what are you talking about?
No, I don't know about this guy.
And then, okay, this is one of the things that I had in my notes as like, must talk to Aaron about what his episode said in this moment.
All right, I assume it's launch related?
It's very launch related.
Okay,
It's launch and TN and blush related.
All right, give me what you got.
So, as TN is getting into the pilot seat, Launch has something to say, and she says this. Don't talk like you're not coming home. If any of you die, I'm going to pump you so full of lead that you'll jump back to life and beg me for mercy. And immediately after delivering that line, TN blushes. Then it cuts back to Launch blushing, and everybody staring awkwardly at them.
Man, I like those lines way better. That's such a good line. I'm going to kill you so hard, you're going to come back to life.
That's Launch. Always killing the game.
All right, here's what she said. And again, this is directly to Tien.
Okay.
I ain't going to forgive you if you go and die on me. If you don't come back, I'll kill you by splitting your head open or filling you full of lead or something. Blush.
Aww.
Yeah. Come back or I'll kill you.
Oh, man.
You better not die or I'll murder you.
Aaron, in your youth, were you ever the subject of a young lady or a person's affection?
Never.
that was
No, just not no. I'm semi kidding. Continue.
When kids, they have crushes on other kids and they don't know how to express their emotions, so they're mean to them, like they say mean things to them to kind of get them to notice them and stuff, and they get embarrassed and stuff. Did that ever happen to you?
I never had a Hey Arnold or a Sundara
Thank you
sort of thing going on. Yeah, I hit both continents with that reference.
You did. You covered all the bases. I feel like that happened to me once, where there was like a young lady that took a fancy to me in my young age, but that was before I was like into girls in that way, and so she'd just make fun of me. I'd like pick on me and stuff, and I was like, I don't know why she's doing this. And I tried to ask like my mom, I was like, why is she so mean to me? And then she's like, oh, she probably likes you. I was like, no, that can't be it.
The worst thing that could happen to me
can't
ever.
be it. I stormed out of the kitchen.
You're just thrashing around your arms, knocking everything up. No, it's not true.
Ew.
But she's a girl. You're like trying to roll around the ground like
I was trying to roll. It's like I was caught on fire. I had to roll it out.
Couldn't quite get it. Can't quite get the speed up.
And so that's why I think that's cute.
She doesn't know how to express good emotions.
No.
Only hate-filled emotions.
Only anger and violence.
Yeah.
But it's in a loving way. And I like how Tien knew, because he's like, oh, she likes me. She's into me.
He's like, oh, and I also don't know how to handle these new non-murder emotions. I mean, it's two murderers that found love.
Aww.
And I don't know if that's sweet or not.
I think it is. I think when anybody finds love, it's sweet, even if they have the intent of murdering other people.
I mean, speaking of murder,
Yep.
if we can all bow our heads for this very weird funeral.
Yeah. It's just one weird thing after another in this episode because. Yeah. Take it away, Aaron.
So they did establish in yours that, okay, we're going to build a cryo capsule to put Krillin in to preserve his body.
Still weird to hear.
Which looks, so Bulma finished it. It looks like the little capsule that a certain Kryptonian.
It does. Oh my God, you're very right.
It's like the same color scheme. Mm-hmm. So just, maybe Krillin's the one.
Krillin of Krypton.
He's actually Superman. Yeah. Krillin, my son. You have. Don't use your whole power. Let this other guy do it. Don't show him you're special or an alien. All right, boy.
If you don't know what Aaron's referencing, I'm sorry.
To finish the message, please insert another crystal.
Also pay $10.95.
Yeah, for each additional minute.
Every additional minute, you just got to pay $10.95.
Jor-El's got to make that paper, baby. Even though I'm a dead hologram.
Hey, just because I'm a hologram doesn't mean I can't make the money. I lost it.
Yeah. Oh, my Brando's switching into an Ed Wynn. Jor-El, my son. Yeah, I can't even do that right. Only a mixture of the two.
Only the twain shall meet.
All right, real quick question.
Yes.
When Krillin died, he was in his suit, correct?
Word.
Okay, so they didn't change it. But they lay him in this little baby coffin.
Yeah.
With a see-through window. His little hands are in his chest. His fingers are intertwined. They manipulated his face so he has a peaceful smile on it.
His eyes are smiling, though they are closed.
Yeah, someone played with his dead body to get that pose. Because when he died, it was full fear.
Yes.
On that face.
I mean, Tien did close his eyes at that point, but a lot more work had to be done.
But here's, as wacky as that is, the weirdest thing, and this answers a lot of questions that we had since the beginning. It's a capsule.
Yep.
Bulma capsules it into a little baby capsule, and everyone's like, oh, fuck. Wait, we can do that?
Yeah, that is weird. That is so strange. Bulma then is like, now where do I put this? I was like, what do you mean? Keep it on your person. It's Krillin we're talking about.
Don't shrink it. You're going to lose it.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, I think Yamcha even says, don't get that mixed up with your vitamins.
What the fuck?
Yep.
Why are you keeping vitamins in capsules?
I don't know. I don't know why a pill box then gets put into it's a capsule pill box.
I would have a business in this world of going to different lost and founds. Like, yeah, I lost my capsule. It's number... And you're just getting cars and houses left and right.
This is true.
That people left behind.
What is it? So if you can put a person in a capsule, how does why did all of them fly in a plane and essentially pay full price for a ticket when they could have all just been capsuled down and one person buy a ticket and put them all in their carry-on?
Do you have to be dead to do it?
Oh, maybe you wait.
Can souls not get capsules?
You can't. Oh man, now I'm thinking about Pokemon. Do Pokemon have souls?
I don't know. Is it the same technology?
Is it? I'm assuming it's not, but there may be some shared things with it. But yeah, I guess maybe you can only put dead people in there because they won't complain. Right? I would complain. If you shoved me into a capsule, I had nowhere to go.
I was capsuled for what seemed like eternity. I was floating in nothingness. Not like not in black, in nothingness.
There's just nothing there. It's just you and some PIM particles.
I hallucinated, I'm assuming, millennia.
I'm hoping.
I hallucinated millennia of time where I ruled over this weird pocket dimension. And then you take me out and you're telling me we're here in Cincinnati.
What the fuck?
I can't get out. Like,
I can't get hard again now.
put me back. I'm not built for this world anymore.
I'm a god there.
Well, the first trials have been a failure. Only dead boys.
And that's Bulma's father conducting this entire study.
Yeah. On, his son.
On his son.
That we don't talk about. Ben briefs.
Ben briefs.
Hold on. We can do that. Jock briefs, right? If we're in theme.
Yeah.
Boxer brief. Boxer's not a. You know what? You millennials, name your kid Boxer.
Yeah, name your kid Boxer.
That's not a bad name.
Name your kid Boxer. Change your last name to Briefs. Yeah. Dye your hair blue. You got a stew going.
Give us a ring. Give us a ring.
Give us a ring.
Here's what I need you to do. I need you to find love.
Step number one.
Have some rough patches that you eventually get over because you realize that you're a team and you're in this together.
Step number two.
Step 3, get pregnant. Step 4, realize it's a girl and then start over. You keep the girl. You just don't girl. You just don't name her. Yeah.
Yeah.
Step 5.
What would you name her? Thong?
Bra.
Bra briefs.
Step 5. Finally, after kid 4, the boy arrives. Next step, I lost count. Name him Boxer. And then after that, change your last name to Briefs.
Boom. Boom shakalaka.
Then tweet at us. Get that like.
Get that like.
Yeah. The only currency that matters.
Get that coveted Kame House Party like. It's like what Kanye said. All this Twitter and social media is just like wearing your dick size on your t-shirt. Kanye said those words. He said those words, Aaron. He's a fucking genius. And on that, we should probably cut to commercial.
Yeah, I think that's required by law.
We'll be right back. Ha ha! Have no fear because I am here. That's right, All Might here to give you a slap on the back, young listener. For you, and only you, can go plus ultra on this episode. And like, share, and subscribe to Kame House Party. Tell a friend. And don't forget to Carolina smash your way to success by listening to Kame House Party whenever you're doing anything special or fun. Ha 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 ha! Isn't that right, young Midoriya? Yeah, that's right, All Might. Ah, ha, 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 ha. Remember, go beyond and keep fighting!
What a smashing commercial.
You darn right.
Audible wink.
Audible wink. Ding. Because
the podcast network. Audible wink.
Oh, Aaron, that's actually a really good idea.
TM.
Tim Shinhan.
Trademark Shinhan.
Trademark Shinhan. Because, yeah, I've been waiting to talk about this all episode. Because we're cutting back from commercial, but maybe we jumped around a bit. Don't worry about it, because we got to talk about Pilaf, Shu, and Mai. We're back on the Pilaf balloon, and Pilaf is trying to get to know King Piccolo. You know, he's trying to buddy him up, maybe to get more than just a city out of King Piccolo's conquering of the world. He says to him, and I don't know if this is different in yours, but he says to him, "We don't know each other very well. How about I show you some pictures in my family photo album?"
No.
Yes. Yes, it is. That is what is said. He opens it up.
That's not what it is.
He opens it up, and there are lewds of
hippo person?
a hippo person, an elephant person,
A pig person?
a pig person.
A Miss Piggy-like figure?
Yeah, it is one hot as all get out. But also, I was legit excited to see Pilaf's family photos. I would have loved to see Pilaf's family photos.
That would have been more fun than this.
Yeah, because this is just weird.
No, in mine it's straight up like, hey dude, here's some pornography.
No way. Wait,
Here's
for
some
serious?
animal. He doesn't say pornography, but like Shu and Mai's reaction are very much like, you're a pervert. This is perverted. How lewd.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That is beyond me.
That is, wow. That's a big. All right, English dub. That's a big fucking jump.
Right? It is. It's a big jump. And
It's like that. I dare say that's more confusing than just saying, "Look, this is pornographic material.
Mm-hmm.
This is what adults like. If you're an adult, you'll look at it too. You kids, right? That's how that should have gone.
it's not even like it's gratuitous in any way. They're just like pinups.
Yeah. They're
There's no detail. You're not zooming in on the images or anything.
I mean, some of us were, but
hey, freeze frame, screenshot.
nothing more lewd than what you would find on the side of a World War II bomber.
Or if you just accidentally open the search function on Instagram.
Yeah. Look, we know what your friends are showing. We know what your friends are posting. It's like that.
All those fanboys and girls, guys, get a hold of yourselves. The shipping that happens on Instagram is aggressive and all too frequent.
People want to see other people smooch.
But every damn day, every
Yeah.
day, there are
All
accounts
day, every day.
There are accounts that just do that. That's their only thing,
They are very popular.
which is the
They
worst
are
part.
way more popular than us. Look, we need to start that Arid and Vent Ship Instagram account.
Yeah,
Get all those. We need you to build up the audience for us
this is true.
and then send them our way.
Look, it's everybody wins.
Yeah. I'm not going to tell you who's top or bottom. That's for you to decide.
That's for you to decide.
That's for you guys to argue over.
Yes, we want Reddit posts about it. We'll take your fanfic. As we've said, Aaron, if you write fanfic, we will read it on air.
It happened.
It happened.
Check episode 100, True
Check it.
Believer.
Oh my god. Check episode 100. We're talking canon and canon.
As much of like a ball of weird as this whole scene is, I still think the base weird is Pilaf like, hey man, here's some boobs. I don't know what you like, so I got the farm issue. I got the safari special.
It's a weird thing. It really is. I don't know what his motive is.
You've missed out on like centuries of development. Well, here's mankind's greatest achievement. The lewd.
Pornography. Look
This is
at
what
all
I-
these
this is-
dudes.
This is what I got for being a $30 patron.
Oh my god.
Every month I get a new printout.
Oh, stop. But yeah, and then Piano jumps in. King Piccolo's faithful assistant, also a Pteranodon, steps in. I think he calls them idiots and says, "Can't you see? King Piccolo is sleeping. He's able to sleep with both of his eyes open,
Yes.
and he
Clutching his pillow tight.
especially when he's bored." Was like the icing on the cake.
Ooh, I didn't get that bit. It was just
Yeah.
like, he's taking a nap, you dummies.
Leave him alone.
Yeah, just look, give me the magazine and get out of here, you scamps. Go, I don't know, go play with your Legos.
Doesn't you need a walk?
Yeah. Piano's got some business to take care of.
Hey, gotta tickle them ivories if you know what I'm talking about.
$30 patron, you said? That's reasonable, right?
money is no object to piano. Piano
Yeah,
got that
yeah.
dough.
It's just fucking weird, man.
Yeah.
It's like going when you're young. You go to a friend's house and it's like, hey, look at this. Literal pornography.
Yeah. That happened.
Yeah. I'm not ready for this.
Or it was, for me, it was a couple of my friends. We went into the woods behind the baseball field in our old neighborhood. And they were like, hey, check this out. And it's a box full of nudie magazines. And I was like, how did you find these? Also, weird.
There's a bunch of water damage on these.
Yeah, you know it. Like I didn't.
I mean-
and like we didn't touch any of them. We're just like
Good.
We're just like looking at them.
You got to turn those pages with the stick. But like, when is too soon to show pornography to your friend?
Ooh,
Is it always too soon?
I think it's always too soon. Well, how about this?
Okay.
I think maybe depends on what circles you run in. I would always say it's always too soon, but I know in my young adult life, in a particularly lawless time in college, that pornography was frequently thrust upon you as a prank. But it's more of a prank. It's not like a commiseration. It's just like, hey, you trusted me to sit by your computer for 5 minutes.
Yeah, first mistake.
First mistake was trusting anyone. And because of that, when I would come back to my computer, there would be pornography as a screensaver, pornography as a background, multiple images of pornography in folders that I would find months later.
Marked homework.
Yeah, pornography attached to my homework.
Oh boy. I think the last time I experienced this was in my late 20s.
Oh, yes.
Went over to me and my friend went over to this dude's house who we kind of knew. We knew him and his girl. And they're just like, hey, you want to watch a porn? I'm like, I guess. We are, I don't want to rock the boat. Is that what everyone's feeling? Is this how I prove I'm cool?
Wait. So you had a friend with you. You went over to this guy's house.
Yeah. It's 3 guys and a girl.
3 guys and a girl, and the couple suggested that you all watch a porn together.
Yeah, if I'm remembering, I don't know. Those 2 are married now.
Good for them.
I don't think they were dating at the time. I think they were just roommates that were just, they're just fucking. And I was like, is this how these things start? What's going on?
Oh, no.
Is this a commercial for Sling?
How did my keys end up in that bowl?
There's a lot of 70s music playing. Somehow the carpet grew into a shack.
Why do I now have this handlebar mustache and perm?
Well, my collars got really big all of a sudden, but I'm just going to go with it.
That is a strange thing.
Yeah.
I guess it is. It's got to be a 20s thing, right? When you're a kid, it's what did you find in the woods, or whose older brother or dad doesn't know how to lock up their stuff.
Yeah.
And then in your 20s, it's like, hey, remember how we found that super awkward? Let's keep doing it.
Let's get round 2, baby. They were much younger than me. So, but I don't know. I feel like after
That was a glimpse into their budding relationship. That's what that was.
Apparently it was. Oh, and by the way, super fucking weird.
I mean, I'll ask you about the details of this video off air because
I don't remember that.
you'll remember.
I just remember all I remember is the emotion, and the emotion was awkwardness and wanting to leave.
Those are all accurate, and you're not kink shaming them if that's what they like to do. It's just not for you.
It's not for. Look, I don't want to participate. That's not a group activity.
It's definitely not a group.
That
activity.
is 1 to 2 people.
A maximum,
This ride has a maximum occupancy of 2.
unless you're at the Double Down Saloon here in New York City, baby.
What?
Oh, Aaron, you didn't know about this? Double Down Saloon apparently just thrusts it up on some TVs in their bar. They also serve a drink called ass juice, so it's on brand.
Cool.
You can feel free to cut that out.
Nope. When in New York, please visit.
The Double Down Saloon on Avenue A.
All right, let's look. I know. Look, enough of this saucy bun talk.
Butter
Enough of this
pretzels.
buns with sauce. So let's get to the main event here.
Oh, yeah.
Finally, after all this fighting, Goku gets a good look at the ball. Is like, oh, there's only one star on it. I guess I'm wrong. Ha 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 ha. Hand behind my head.
Little sweat beads flying off.
Tell me if this line is different.
Yep.
Yajirobe. This apology isn't good enough. It's like, you throw up the fish right here, right now. It's my breakfast.
I don't get any of that in mine. There's no throw it up right now. Yajirobe is like, okay, well, I need a fish. Do you know how long it took for that to cook? And Yajirobe keeps calling it breakfast. Breakfast.
How's that a joke?
It's not. It's just Aaron. It's
But it
not
has
a
to
joke.
be.
It's not a joke. Like, I don't know what it is because he says it in the beginning. He's like, "You ate my breakfast." I was like, "Is it supposed to be breakfast?" And then I listened to Goku say it because I wanted Goku to say breakfast, but he's like, "No, breakfast." And then Goku says, "I still don't know what a breakfast is."
Yeah, no one does.
No one does. It makes no sense.
We're in the studio. The director's like, I can't believe we got this very famous, very expensive voice actor. Let me just thumb through his writer real quick. Cannot say the word breakfast. Ah, fuck.
Well, I'm just gonna start, okay? I'm reading. This is
yeah,
Tony. I'm reading for Yajirobe, and here we go.
Yeah, just you know what? If there are some
You
words
ate my
that-
breakfast.
great.
You ate my breakfast
one
fish.
and done. Let's keep going.
Okay. I got this ball 3 years ago, okay? I found it in the jungle alone.
Wow.
And
Oh God, this is brilliant.
and now, you know, the only thing I really want is my breakfast back.
Oh boy, fuck.
So
How many times? Hey, writers, how many times we put breakfast in this episode?
oh, we put it in a lot. It's supposed to be a funny joke because, like, who eats fish for breakfast?
Yeah, what? The Japanese or something? That seems weird.
That's weird. Who eats fish for breakfast?
Also, we were super hungry, so maybe we just put it in a bunch.
Yeah, we wrote this at 6 a.m. before we had breakfast.
Oh boy. All right. Well, we can't. We spent all this money on Tony, so yeah, this is great. Keep going.
All right, and look, if you don't give me something to eat, I'm gonna kill that dragon for breakfast.
Ooh, spoiler. Since seen that.
And
And
scene.
scene. I mean, speaking of dragons and balls and the creatures, Symbol comes down.
Greatest name for a dragon ever.
Yeah. Symbol the dragon.
Symbol the dragon.
Sees the Dragon Ball around Yajirobe's neck and then says lucky in English, which is off-putting.
I bet. I really bet it sounded very off.
After all that, in that deep dragon voice, and like with a wink and a nod.
Oh wait, so he does like the victory pose too in yours?
There's a little bit of that in there.
Yeah, it's just so off because he's like, "Hello, why don't you hand me over that Dragon Ball? Oh, what a lucky day for me!" Wink, ding. I was like, "Oh, it's weird."
Yata, motherfuckers! I did it. Goku. He's like, oh, a guy that looks like Tambourine. Hey, I think you're a bad guy. Then he goes on to say, do you have a friend with a mouth like this and eyes like this and a really bad attitude? And he starts contorting his face to look like Tambourine.
But then the weirdest thing was like Symbol knew who Tambourine was. Symbol is merely hours old, if that.
Yeah. He is a child. This dragon child, gets murdered today, by the way. Spoilers. But he does.
He does. He does put up a fight though, and part of that fight is him fighting Goku and Yajirobe's stubbornness, because both of them want to fight Symbol. Goku wants to fight him because he's associated with Tambourine, and Yajirobe wants to insult him because Yajirobe wants to fight him because Symbol insulted him in a way.
Oh, that ain't the reason.
Oh, and I'm sure maybe he wants some practice.
Yeah, he, quote, I'll have him for breakfast instead of grilled fish. I might have zhushed the quote there.
Just that quote up. I think I'm going to start using breakfast a lot now.
Where my breakfast?
Can't wait to go to England and have some breakfast. Not Brexit.
I'll have the breakfast slam with the...
What's on your breakfast menu?
I'm sorry, we start serving breakfast at 11 p.m., but we still have breakfast. No, it's not the same.
It's not the same. I guess I'll just go to Wendy's. They have breakfast all day.
So yeah, the two boys, the non-dragon people, they rock, paper, scissors.
John Campone. Mm-hmm. Does Symbol have anything to say in yours? Because he, again, they over-equipped this episode. Verbosity slider at maximum for every character today. Because as Symbol's watching them play, he goes, "That's not how you play the game. Everyone knows Dynamite always wins."
What?
Right?
What version are you playing?
I don't know what game Symbol's playing. Also, how does he have the concept of a human game as he is just been born?
Jiminy Christmas.
All he knows is that he's got to get those Dragon Balls, and he works for King Piccolo. He rised to serve his master.
Also here, if you can just study human society real quick. So you can make some so you can dunk on people. Look, part of being... hold on, let me voice it up. Part of being my servant is knowing how to dunk on these humans. So you better get up to speed on these references.
Yes, master. I will read all of Mad Magazine in my quest for the Dragon Balls.
Just go through like meme compilations on YouTube.
Absolutely. Downloading Giphy as we speak.
I kind of ran out of steam for this bit.
Don't worry, I'll hit the dab on them.
There we go. Let's end on that.
And scene.
All right, look. Let's get into this fight.
Yes.
Yajirobe wins. He's ready. He's ready to be done with the quips. There's some sparring. There's some fighting. There's some panty shots of Yajirobe.
Hey, I noticed. I won't go say nothing, but hey.
Oh, they're very. The first one's like, wait, did they just? And then the second one's like, oh yes, they definitely did.
Yeah, the second one they lingered on that shot for a while, and I was like, all right. Because what is he wearing? He's wearing like what looks like the sumo.
Yeah,
is it
under
tama?
the garment.
Is it called a tama? I have no idea.
I thought a tama was a mat.
Maybe. I'm definitely wrong. If you know what that is, tell us, because we don't do any research.
Yeah. I don't just want to say underwear. I feel like that's very incorrect.
Yeah, because it doesn't look like any underwear I've ever seen.
Yeah. The one slam that Symbol gets on Yajirobe comes into play for me here, at least. Mm-hmm. He says, I don't know if you're Yajirobe or Shinjirobe, which I guess is a pen on die.
Yep.
D-I-E. I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't come across to me. I'm sure that killed in Okinawa, but
you know what killed in the States? When Symbol says, "Guess all you're going to eat is dirt."
That's very not good.
No, it's bad. It's really bad. But what is good is Symbol's got the power of lightning.
Oh yeah.
Can't wait for you can't skip over Symbol saying, "Well, let's see how well you dance," and then shooting lightning at Yajirobe's feet.
He dances fairly well, Yajirobe.
I mean, and we see that Yajirobe, when he's ready to use his weapon, Yajirobe has a sword on his hip the entire time.
Oh man, we get ready for Samurai Showdown.
Like, no lie, Yajirobe grabs the handle of his sword, and it increases his speed to the point where Goku's like, "Whoa, you're pretty fast."
Yeah.
Because he dodges lightning 3 separate times. and with one, he cuts him in twain.
Yeah, it's the shing, a flash of light, two figures frozen in time as they pass each other.
Yep.
Yajirobe lands.
Very
Yeah.
action movie-esque, sheaths his sword with like a flick of the wrist and just...
Gives a smirk because he knows the deed is done. And then Symbol. This is hard to watch, honestly.
Yup.
Symbol is, as Vince said, cut in half. So it's the samurai movie slowly slide apart. And we watch Symbol's last breath.
He is screaming in agony.
Cut to Piccolo. King Piccolo wakes up from his creepy nap. He's like, oh, my boy, he dead.
Yeah.
Nani.
They're like, what's wrong, King Piccolo? He goes, Symbol has failed me.
I don't know if I like the context of that.
A father's love.
Yeah. I mean, I guess in America that makes more sense.
That's
for how dad to react.
Yeah, that's an American dad for you.
But yeah, that's how we end. Yajirobe, strong as hell, master swordsman, lover of food.
Stubborn as all get out.
Yeah. Will show off them thighs.
Not afraid about them thighs.
He killed this child dragon.
Killed a dragon youth.
Look, everyone has a... Well, I guess he doesn't have a mother. But everyone has a parent.
Everybody's got a daddy or yeah. Like,
Yeah.
Why did I try to expand on that? Everybody has a parent. You said it perfectly.
But he killed a child. But that's where we'll leave off.
That's where this episode ends.
Man, Yaja... See, I've only known Yajirobe as the lovable goof who loves food, will fucking roast people, loves to cut off tails. And it's kind of pretty much a coward.
Yeah.
Coward until not.
Right. Which was kind of what I was expecting him to be, kind of like this all talk, no action kind of guy in the beginning for our first introduction. Like, let's solidify that. But no, they're like, he's a man of action and principles and practice.
It's as we get later on into Z and the other series, for people who probably started at the very beginning, unlike us, it's like, wait, all those cool fucking characters that were badass are just trash now?
Yeah.
Is that what you're telling me, Dragon Ball Z? That if you ain't got a tail, you ain't worth a damn?
Ooh. No seeing anything cool come from you.
Yeah. But that's a discussion for another time. Because what we got to discuss is some mail.
So our first piece of mail we got from our boy Josh. Hey, Kame House Party guys. I assume that y'all have watched Super already and seen the Tournament of Power arc. There was an Easter egg in this referring to Dragon Ball. I don't know if y'all noticed or not, but it made me a bit emotional. In an episode a few before the tournament starts, Goku is picking up Frieza at Baba's place and is waiting on her fighting stage for them to return. While he is waiting, he is jumping around training himself, which is normal for Goku, but if you look close and get the episode of Dragon Ball where he's fighting Grandpa Gohan and put them side by side, he is actually recreating his fight with Grandpa, which happens to be one of the last times he's seen him. It made me tear up a bit, and I thought it was touching to see Goku doing this. What do y'all think? Love you guys. Keep fighting.
Oh, thank you, Josh.
Thank you, Josh. That's actually really, really cool. I mean, that is, what episode was that? Like 60s, 70s? And then to pick up in Super with that exact animation. I really want to see that now because it sounds emotional. I think they definitely put that in there for a reason.
If I can ruin this emotionality, Goku, you were in the afterlife forever. Why didn't you see your grandpa?
Aaron, that's right. He was in the afterlife for a really long time.
Yeah, Grandpa Gohan's just sitting on his rocker like, well, I know he's trading. I know he's working very hard to save the world, but I don't know. Would it kill him? I know he hates family, but would it kill him to come see the old man he murdered?
Oh boy. But yeah, now I want to see that.
I can't wait till we see it in 5 years.
Yeah, hey, we'll get there eventually.
Yeah, I'm holding out. I know the big moments.
Oh, yeah.
Which kind of sucks. But I'm just waiting. I'm waiting.
It's not going to diminish the epicness of the Tournament of Power or anything in Super at all.
By the time we get to it, y'all will be like, "Oh yeah, I remember that from 10 years ago." What a nostalgia podcast!
We're going to hit nostalgia forever.
Oh boy, I can't wait to listen to it on my iPhone 2X Dos Equis.
My iPhone Dos Equis, the most interesting phone in the world.
There are no ports on it.
It's just a piece of glass.
If I want to talk into it, I have to buy the adapter.
Yep. If you want the touch screen, you have to purchase it separately.
You have to purchase a separate finger. Look, I'm mad at Apple right now, so I'm allowed.
But yeah, thank you, Josh. That was a really great email, and we can't wait to get to Super if we're even still alive by then.
So we have one more message from the Facebook from a new listener, Dustin. He writes, "Hey guys, I just started listening to you, and I'm on episode 12. You asked if anyone knew what Omelette du Fromage is from, and it's from Dexter's Laboratory from the 90s.
Ding, 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 ding.
Correct. Now, when we first got this, I wasn't quite sure what this all was about. But in editing the last best of, which you should listen to, episodes 10 through 12, I was like, oh yeah, we did make that reference, and we specifically told someone to write to us. So this is honestly the longest setup to a joke, air quotes, that we've ever had.
But the payoff, Aaron, fantastic.
So the realization. Thank you, Dustin.
Thank you, Dustin, for making my dream come true.
Bringing up our past and shoving it in our face.
Because that's what we need every now and then.
Yeah. And he also said, by the way, you guys rock. Easily the best Dragon Ball podcast I've listened to. There you go.
I had to clutch my pearls, Aaron, because that is so sweet. And Dustin is so sweet.
Much. Thank you for, first of all, the kind words. Second of all, being brave enough to say the truth.
Yes.
For not being a coward.
Not hiding like the rest of you.
Yeah.
Dustin is bold.
Yeah. Be like Dustin and tell us we're the best.
And be like Joshua and give us really cool things to talk about.
Honestly, if you want to go beyond plus ultra on it, don't tell us we're the best. Tell other people we're the best.
That's true. Mm-hmm. That's the best way to get more people to like the podcast, and more people for you to talk to about the podcast, and more people for us to talk to when they write in about the podcast because of your recommendation about the podcast.
Yeah.
So if anybody out there has been recommended this podcast, write into us. Tell us how you got into it.
Yeah.
Tell us who introduced you to Kame House Party. If it was a person at all. If you
Don't be a coward.
Yeah, if you saw an ad or you're just like thumbing through Spotify looking for weird shit to listen to and you found it, let us know. We want those stories.
And you can send those stories at kamehousepartypod@gmail.com or just head on over to kamehouseparty.com, our hub for everything Kame House Party. Come get those archives. Come get those clips. Access to all of our social medias. We're Kame House Party on pretty much everything. Not
That's
Pinterest.
Right.
Sorry.
Not Pinterest, but maybe one day.
Tired of Pinterest coming up in Google image search results. Doesn't do me any favors.
This is not helpful. But yeah, I mean, keep an eye on all of our social medias and feeds. I've been traveling for improv recently, so I may be coming to a town near you. I was just in DC not too long ago. Might be coming to Pennsylvania in November. Who knows? Who the hell knows? But we're giving the world the gift of improv. All right, let's do the thing. We're gonna end this episode the way we end every episode, and that is with our signature catchphrase. And remember, no matter what you got going on out there in your life or work or a relationship or whatever it is, you gotta keep fighting.